So what is the reality behind many prophets, Sahaba and awliya having multiple maqams in different places? Also, are lake monsters from the jinn also?
Watching sci-fi shows. Inshallah. What was it? Prophets being in different places?
Prophets, Sahabas and awliya have different maqams.
Different maqams. I don't know. Which different maqams they have? That they have sightings of where their spiritual presence was, and sometimes they build something for their spiritual presence was seen, and the others are where their physical presence are seen. So anytime something of a spiritual nature is somewhere, it calls us to contemplate, meditate and connect our heart. And this was Surat al-Kahf, where Allah describes the story of the sleepers of the cave, that they were strong in ibadah. And so much so, this is all the stories of Surat al-Kahf, that what Allah at the end of the Ghasa says, build a masjid over them. Why? Because pious people have a very positive energy. When you build a masjid around them, you take the barakah and the blessings of that energy. And that's why many masjids were established around the bodies of pious people and pious servants of Allah. Not to worship the people, it's the worshipping of Allah. But that pious person is not dead. Allah describes they're very much alive in their grave. So he's still in ibadah, still has the immense love for Prophet. So it must be like a sun of realities, immense lights must be emanating from that maqam. Anyone who comes into that masjid is going to be dressed by the light of that shaykh or that wali or that Prophet of Allah, because he's busy in his ibadah. And Allah's rida and satisfaction is upon them. But again shaitan comes and says, no, this is people worshipping. Why would it have to do people worshipping? Allah has everybody making tawaf around Sayyidina Ismail in the Kaaba. Well, why they're not complaining there? Because those people would try to but they can't. Allah put Sayyidina Ismail right there and everybody has to make tawaf around Sayyidina Ismail, they have to pray. So this is the religion. Allah wants us to be with pious people, in the company of pious people, and Allah knows that the worshipness is for Allah, and that nobody is confused of who they're submitting and who they're making sujood for, because they pray at the Kaaba, they're not submitting to the stones, they're not praying to the stones, they pray to Allah. If Allah was worried about that He would have destroyed the Kaaba, because He would have said, oh, these people are going to be confused, they're going to come there and they're going to now think that they're going to pray down and make sujood to the stones of the Kaaba. Allah didn't have that concern. He said, no, I know my people, they're going to worship me in their heart, but they have to be unified and take the blessings of this location. So this is the immensity of the religion and the deen, and Allah sent these souls as a blessing for the nation, inshaAllah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen.